DJ, it hurts so much that I don't even want to say what the score was.
Yeah.
Speechless. How do you even begin to react to what we saw? Actually, no, I will say it because we deserve it. Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. I will say it because you can't shy away from it. It is what it is. How you feel? How do you? What words do you have for that?
I can't lie. Bit of PTSD's kicking in. You know, it's reminding me kind of the woes of last season. We didn't really expect this from this team. You know, we were saying it on the stream that we thought we've turned a corner, and today's a stark reminder that even though with the addition of a few players, this is at the core still the same team from last year. And I can't lie, I'm emotional. I'm just so angry right now to even think that we've gone to Anfield, for all the fans that have travelled there. And I know Manchester to Liverpool or wherever they're coming from isn't too far, but still to have that level of performance is shocking. And I think it's really disrespectful to the fan base to go and hold 7. And people are blaming Ten Hag. I don't blame the manager. The reason why I don't blame the manager, because that team has been winning games and that team has been effective. We could say fatigue, cool, but you have to pull yourself together for Anfield.
Like you said there, I mean, there's little things you can nitpick and say, oh, why did Bruno go on the left? That doesn't normally... Little tactical things, but fundamentally as a professional footballer, when you cross that white line, that's not on Eric Ten Hag. Yeah. How them players capitulated, and yes, you could say you could have stemmed the flow by doing this sub at this time. At the end of the day, those guys as professionals were disgusting and let themselves down, didn't they?
Yeah, it was just keyword disgusting. That's how I felt sick just watching them just capitulate at the back. And then we started seeing sort of the petulance started to kick in. You know, Luke Shaw, I'm naming Luke Shaw there, Bruno as well. Our leaders didn't stand up today. And we got some big leaders in that team that for the majority of the last few games have been standing up tall and pumping their chest. Where was the high five today? Where was the belief? Where was the trying to bring the players back up? There was none of it. I didn't see not one United player do that at all, Flex, in this game. And, you know, we talked about Anfield being a hostile environment. It's probably the most hostile environment for Manchester United to come into. And today we didn't show a good account of ourselves. And I think my worry is what is the psychological damage now going into the next game?
What do you think it will be? Because when we've not had one as bad as this, you know, the Man City one felt like it couldn't get any worse. In terms of that will never happen again. That was 4-0 at half time. We ended up losing 6-3. The Brentford one was really bad. What was that? 4-0 at half time. Villa, okay, 3, whatever. This is by far the worst. Yeah. This is going to go down in history. Yeah. Just like the 5-0 did last year at home, 4-0, etc., etc. What do you think the psychological damage will be on this team? And do you think we can bounce back and quickly? There's another game again on Thursday.
Look, I think this is where Ten Hag really earns his money, because it's all good when everything's going well and, you know, we're getting the good publicity and everyone's saying United's back and etc. And yeah, we're playing good football and everyone's up for it. But how does this team respond now where, you know, you've been we got put to the sword today, slaughtered. Yeah. We got absolutely slaughtered today. So now Ten Hag's going to have to really earn that wage and see if he can pick these players up. Because as you were saying on stream, the games are coming thick and fast. We've got Real Betis coming up. We need to perform in that game. And I think there could potentially be hangover. And I think I want to see what he does with the starting lineup. Does he change it? Does he go with the exact same team? So there's still some questions for Ten Hag to answer in the next couple of games. But it's really damaging. It is. And it's hard to, you know, when we do these fan views afterwards, you know, you're talking about, oh, this player, that player. And even if you lose, you're going to say, what was it down to and stuff. But with these, I feel like it's just going to be the same. Like, you can't legislate for that. Ten Hag, you know, how is he going to get a response out of these players? By doing what he's always done? By sticking to his principles? Or do you think it needs to be more severe than that? I think it needs to be more severe than that. I really do. I think in the space between, so tonight, I doubt the players are going home straight away. There's going to be a meeting. Ten Hag's going to want an inquest, because these are players getting tens of thousands a week. Literally, and they're performing like that. Comical.
Luke Shaw just kicking it off.
Just
Firmino
comical defending. Comical defending, right? Just piss poor. And his standards, and Ten Hag always talks about standards, Flex. Where was the standards today? There was none. There was no standards today. I don't think Liverpool were that much better than us. Not at all. We was all over them. I think, you know, around about 30 minutes into the first half. But again, we dropped off. And I want to say this. there is a trend here. There's a common theme here. There's a common pattern. You mentioned some of those high scoring losses. It's the same team. Essentially, it is the same team. So we talk about mentality. Yeah, the mentality is great when things are going well, but what's the mentality like when things are going wrong? And yeah, we've gone behind in a couple of games, but this is Anfield. This is a different animal. It's a different beast.
Big up, bro.
Big up, bro.
Love.